In the next section of this course, we are going to talk about variable naming conventions. So I want you to create a new file inside chapter 2 and call it naming underscore conventions.py. Now, after doing that, I would just like to explain what variable naming conventions are. So variable naming conventions are basically rules that we need to follow when we are creating variables in our program. Now, these naming conventions are going to cut across just variables themselves. As we proceed, we're going to talk about things like functions and classes. And we are going to see that these naming conventions also apply to functions and classes. You don't need to understand what functions and classes are now, as we're going to talk about them further in this course. Now, the first thing that I would like to explain is that when you are creating a variable, you can't start that variable name with an integer. So, for example, I can't create a variable name and call it 1 is equals to like Camry. Now, you can see that uh, Python is already giving us an error because we can't start a variable name with an integer. So that is going to give you an error. What we can do, however, is we can have that specific integer come after the first letter declaration. So that 1 can come here. We can put the 1 here. We could even put it in between, as you are seeing here. But you can never start a variable name with an integer, as that will give an error. Now, we are going to discuss a few variable naming conventions. Now, the first convention that we are going to discuss is called the snake case. Now, for the snake case, this is when words are lowercase and are separated by underscores. Now, these are commonly used for naming variables in Python, and you will see them a lot. In fact, as you proceed in your Python journey, you'll probably use snake case usually or more. Now, in order to use a snake case or demonstrate how to use a snake case, let's say, for example, I wanted to store the first and last names of a user. So in order to create two variables that are going to store these names, I'm going to write the first variable called first underscore name is equals to John. And then last underscore name is equals to Doe. Now, once you look at this, you see that all the words in the variable are separated by a single underscore. So we have first underscore name, and then we have last underscore name. So using snake case, every single word in the variable is separated by a single underscore. Now, there's something I would like to explain. It is good to note that you cannot create a variable that has space in between. As you can see, it's already giving you an error. The variable must be connected together and form a single like name. And we can connect it using an underscore, which is called the snake case. So if you want your variable to have multiple words in it, you can just separate it by underscores. So I could add more words. For example, I can say first name of user. So you can see that all of this is still, all of these are words separated by underscores, and they are a valid, and they've come together to form a valid variable name. So we cannot separate each of these words using white space. So white space is basically this empty space that exists in the program. So we cannot separate it using white space because we are going to get several errors. So this is the first naming convention that we are going to discuss. Now, there's also something I wanted to let you know. When you are creating a variable, it is very, very important that you give your variable name. It's very important that you name your variable something that makes sense and is readable. So, for example, if somebody looks at this first line, they know that John is going to be the first name of a specific user because the variable is called first name of user. But if I were to replace this first name of user with a variable like X, once you say X is equals to John, we understand that we're trying to store the value of John in the variable X, but we don't really understand the relevance of X. So where we now specify the relevance is when you give the variable a very descriptive name. So once I do first name of user, you immediately understand that John is the first name of a specific user that you are working with. So it is very important that you always give your variable names very descriptive names. Now, there's also something that I would like to explain. A variable name, like I said earlier, can't start with a number. If not, you get an error. But what it can start with also is an underscore. So you can start a variable name using an underscore. That will still work properly and it won't give you an error. So that is just what I wanted to explain. So I am going to write a comment here and I'm going to explain that this is a snake case variable naming convention. So you can see that we can start making use of comments to write descriptions in our code. So I will just say below is an implementation of the snake case convention. So when somebody reads this code, they are going to see this description explaining that the two lines below are just basically how to implement the snake case variable naming convention into your program. So a lot of times, this is the variable naming convention that is preferred in Python. Now let's move on to the next variable naming convention. So the next one is called the camelCase. So in camelCase, the first word in the variable is lowercase, and the subsequent words are capitalized. So let's just give an example. If we wanted to use a camel case, sorry, to create this variable, what we would say is first name is equals to uh, John. Now let's analyze it. The first word of the variable has everything in lowercase, while the second word of the variable is the first letter is capitalized, so it's in uppercase. So anytime you want to create a variable using the camel case, all the letters in the first word are always going to be lowercase, while subsequent words that come after are going to have their first letters capitalized. So let's say, for example, I wanted to add more words. It would be first name of user. Note that every single word after the first word has their first letter capitalized. So name has the N capitalized, O is capitalized, and U is capitalized. So this is the camel case naming convention. So I'm just going to write a comment here, camel case convention, right? So I would also encourage that you do the same so that when you come back, you can understand exactly what each naming convention is. Now, this naming convention isn't really popular in a language like Python, although it's popular in programming languages like Java. So in Java, you would typically see something like this. So we are going to move to the next naming convention, which is the Pascal case. So I'll just write a comment and I'll call it Pascal case convention. Now, in the Pascal case convention, every word in the variable starts with a capital letter or an uppercase letter. So let's say, for example, I wanted to, again, create this variable, but using the Pascal case. What I am simply going to write is first name of user, of user, and this is going to be equals to John. Now, if you take a look at this, every single word in this variable has their first letter to be capitalized or to be uppercase. So the only difference between Pascal case and camel case is that the first word in Pascal case is capitalized. Sorry, the first letter of the first word in Pascal case is capitalized as with every other word. But the camel case, the first letter of the first word is lowercase, unlike every other word in the variable. So these are the three basic variable naming conventions that we are going to talk about. So for this Pascal case that we see right here, it is mostly used when you want to create a new class in Python. But you don't need to understand what a class is right now, but we are going to understand eventually. I just wanted to drop that there. So these are the naming conventions that we are going to learn about in this section of the course. Now, I also wanted to mention that for these naming conventions, for this theory that we talked about, only two are majorly used in Python. And the major two which are used in Python are the snake case and the Pascal case. Now, the snake case is typically used for when you're creating variables or function names. For example, when I wanted to create a variable here, I made use of, the snake case. So when you're creating a function or a variable, the snake case is usually used. But the Pascal case is usually used when you are creating a class in Python. Now, you don't need to understand what a class is right now, but we are going to discuss it eventually in this course. But I just want you to have it in mind that the two main naming conventions which are used in Python are the Pascal case, which is mostly used in declaring classes, as well as the snake case, which is mostly used in creating or declaring variables and functions.